Heads up, bike lane. Thank you. All right, let's try that again. We're biking up the probably some of the worst biking infrastructure in New York City. No, actually, this isn't nearly as bad as a lot of other places. At least there is something here. No, this isn't too bad, but it could be a lot better. So you kind of see, oh, there's a little bit of protected bike lane stuff over here. You can maneuver through the people. This ain't bad. Look at this. Wow. It's pretty cool. Nice work. A couple of blocks of like decent protected bike lane. Let's see if I'm even recording right now. Yeah, I am. Okay. All right. We're up at 39th Street. You can see you got little flexi posts and all that. Right by Port Authority. I actually rode through here a while ago. I think when they were still putting the stuff up, but now it's actually up. So look at this. It's an extended sidewalk, and the bike lane is like a legit bike lane now. Still have people walking in it. I guess that's kind of sort of a like universal truth. But look at this. Wow. Protected bike lane for a bunch of blocks. Like really clean, nice. This used to be an absolute disaster right here, right in front of Port Authority, where you had taxis and stuff opening up, coming all around. And here they painted down green. This is a little bit confusing. I mean, I realize they got the left turn, but I'm gonna go anyway. And then you got this inside situation. I think this is what I experienced before. But this ain't bad. Look at this. This is called reclaiming space. Well done. Hey, you can have a taxi to Uber backing up, realizing that he's blocking the intersection, blocking the crosswalk. Backed up a little bit. Probably nervous he's gonna get a ticket. Still entirely over the stop line there, but what are you gonna do? Oh, look at this thing. Wow, this does not look good. So these guys, look at these guys on electric bikes pulling their massive cargo here. Very cool. And now we go into the sea of pedestrians. This whole area should be pedestrianized. This is like, you know, craziness. But, you know, it's gonna get a day. Yeah, in this bike lane, everything should be like significantly wider. They should definitely take a full lane. And then you got a bus here. Like, how is this safe? Way to go, New Jersey. Talking about this asshole. How's it going? I'm talking to myself. I have a GoPro. I'm recording my own personal podcast, narrating my journey. makes me calmer. Have you ridden this?
Yeah, they put in this left-hand signal to make it safer for us. I think.
Yeah. Oh. I haven't been here in like I don't know, like a month or 6 weeks or so, but so this is all kind of new to me. It's cool. Still
if I have to stop, I'd rather not get hit by a car.
Yeah. Oh, we have the right of way here, but gotta get through the sea of pedestrians. Ah, this is great. This is like going upstream. We are salmoning upstream here. Is that it? I don't know what it's called. We're sort of riding through. Oh, nice beer coming right out in the middle of the bike lane. That is how you die. Imagine if you die because a guy carrying a bunch of kegs hit you. Let's see, is this guy gonna go? Please don't hit me. Thank you. So it's a little unclear why, like, down there, the sidewalk was not big enough. But, so they needed to take a space. But up here, it is. It's not. Split the pedestrians here. It's always fun.
So I got to fall down.
And let's see how far we can get with the light. Oh, interesting. There's these, looks like the Whole Foods guys are stopped. This guy, heads up. Pretty funny. Like, this whole bike lane really should just be the sidewalk. It should come all the way out like another 25 feet, right? And by that point, you really should have, then you should have another lane just for cyclists. It's actually two ways here. And then by that point, you've essentially narrowed 8th Avenue down to a single lane that cars can travel on. That's really what the optimal configuration should be. It's dysfunctional with everybody else here. So let's see, 50th Street. We're getting up to Columbus Circle, which is kind of a disaster. But then Central Park West. I believe, I want to see what they're doing up there, but they're milling, I think they're milling it up above, I don't know how far above 81st or 82nd Street they got. I haven't seen it in a while. But we'll see. We're going to explore a little bit. This is very different than riding on the Greenway, right? You're sort of surrounded by people. You get to kind of explore these neighborhoods a little bit, see what's going on. Please don't go. Please don't go. Please don't go. Thank you. Kind of see what's going on, right? You're surrounded by, you must pass, I don't know, 20,000 people or something by the time your ride's over, right? I mean, look at all the people on the street, all over the place here. Very cool. Yeah, it's a very different vibe. On the Greenway, you basically only ride past people who are also biking. Oh boy, let's see if I can make it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do it. Whoop. Oh. What did I get? Ticketed. Oh boy, I didn't get ticketed. No, they could still ticket it. Who knows? No, there's no cops in here. Playing, wow, there are a lot of cops though. But there's no, where are they? they're not playing Candy Crush or something. So wow, so there's 3 cops here, or cop cars. 4, one across the street. 5 on the corner there. 6 on the corner there. There, 2 there, 1, 2, 3. And none of them are in their cars. They're just sort of hanging out. Who knows what? I don't know. I don't know where they are. Another cop. NYPD police. Another police. Nobody's in their cars though. What's that all about? What is this? Road closed. It says road closed. But the sign is just sitting out in the middle. But it's not actually closing the road. So what does that mean? So this is not a bad ride, to be honest. It's pretty chill. I mean, kind of like a stroll, you know. This does feel like a little tiny bit like Amsterdam. You're sort of riding through areas. It's not super, not dangerous. Or at least I don't feel too unsafe. Oh, look at that. So it's an emergency vehicle trying to get through. Can't get through. Why? I'll tell you why. Because there's 80 cars right here. Not because of the bike lanes. It is 0% because of the bike lanes. And then here, these guys are all going to go through a red light, which is incredibly unsafe. But that's how we've configured our streets. So that they're clogged with cars. And then, yeah, there's like an ambulance back there. It's just going to keep making noise, moving at 8 miles an hour. Gonna like follow us. So this is interesting. So here's the path that you have to take as a cyclist. You ride all the way to the inside of the circle, and then you turn. So I am still on green paint, so I'm not gonna die. Wow, that's so annoying. Literally the most annoying thing. Don't hit me. And then I don't know what you're supposed to do here. Like, what are you supposed to do here? I want to get off. I can't. I literally have to stop in the middle of the street. And then what? And then go through like the intersection here. Like, Jesus, give me a fucking break here. What a disaster of a roundabout. Like, oh man. And it's just because, you need to have 6 different lanes in the middle for drivers instead of just having like protected space for cyclists on the inside and outside, for example. Or just force it to like all drivers have a single lane that they have to go through. So they have to go at 2 miles an hour. Makes things way safer. But this is pretty nice. Nice cool breeze. Riding up Central Park West, 63rd Street, protected bike lane. Totally nice. I'm actually stopping for the red lights, even though like I probably shouldn't have to, but whatever. Let's see. 8 seconds. Let's see how far up this stretch goes. Let's see, so I can go from 63rd on a green, and let's see how far I can get. 63rd. All these a-holes in, no, they're not a-holes, they're just people with cars. Nothing wrong with them. I know they really, really want to drive down this bike lane. but they can't. I mean, they can because there's some plastic covering it up. We're at we started 63rd, at 65th. Here's 66. It's amazing. If you get cars out of the way, you can actually make it pretty far, pretty fast on bike. I'm not even riding that fast. I'm not even trying to ride that fast. Sort of just enjoying this peaceful trip. 67. Look at this. Protected, protected. It'd be great if there was just concrete on the side here, on the edge, to make it crystal clear that if you are in a car, you absolutely cannot come in here. But this ain't bad. It's starting to get dark a lot, you know, it's getting dark. Basically, it's dark now. 69, so I made it 6 blocks in, I don't know, just a few minutes. I'm gonna go through this. Just going slow. Definitely could get a ticket. I heard that police will often be undercover, to be in unmarked cars at intersections or whatever, so you gotta really, can't even just glance around your shoulder and see if there's a cop near you. You really just, you know, it's a risky move. I think the tickets for going through a red light on a bike are like, you know, 4 times what it is if you are in a 3,000 or 4,000 pound vehicle going 12 miles over the speed limit. If you go 50 miles an hour down this road and you get a ticket and it's automated, it's $50. $50 ticket when the risk of damage is like you could wipe out and slaughter like 15 people on the sidewalk because you're on in a speeding, you know, minivan or truck or whatever. But me on a bike rolling 2 miles an hour with you know, 100 pounds on a bike through a red light, I can get a ticket. When I get a ticket, it's, you know, $185 or something. Now, does that make any sense at all to anybody? It basically signals, if you're in a car, we will be lenient and we will take it easy on you. And if you're on a bike, we're gonna definitely go after you with the most extreme kind of heavy-handed fees. This is great infrastructure, by the way. I just want to point that out. It kind of sucks that it's not southbound. I'm going north right now, 74th Street here. Just riding up. God, what a gorgeous ride. I mean, then you sort of have these big gaps like this, where I don't know what they were thinking. Oh, because the buses. They really should have put the bus. You know, so here a bus, in order for a bus to stop, it needs to, here, let me circle back to take a look here. For a bus to stop, it has to pull directly into the bike lane, right, to the curb. And that makes no sense. In most of Europe, they have the technology to have a curb, a bus island that is off the side of the curb. So you don't have different modes like this intersecting with each other. You just have a little island where people wait for the bus. The bus stops at the island, they pick up, and then they continue straight. So they don't have to swerve in and out of a lane of traffic. These guys know what's up. But here in New York, we like to do things, you know, in a crappier way. We're like nowhere near as smart as all of Europe when it comes to like basic transportation mechanisms. So we're at 77th here, and now that's it. We've lost the protected bike lane. This is pretty terrifying now. So now you got a door zone. This guy just opened his door. New Jersey driver. You got guys coming from the left here, speeding to the left. This is terrifying. Please stop. Please don't hit me. You got all these freaking people. Dude, You're in the bike lane. You're in the bike lane. You're picking up in the bike lane. This guy, who knows if he's gonna open his door. Saw a video of a guy with like a truck horn, like an air horn. I'm gonna slow down and stop here. I'm not in any rush. This guy, can't read his number. He's made a left turn on red. Should have slowed down. Oh boy. That is a tricky move right there. This cyclist just going through an intersection like that. You don't like to see that. Definitely don't like to see that. Because chances are, like, I'm probably not going to catch up to him, but like, what do you gain from going through these lights and stuff like that? You gain like a few minutes on your ride. You don't really gain a whole lot. It's the same as when you gun it, you know, in your car to get to a red light. You gun it, and then what do you get out of that? You get like an extra 10 seconds, you know, maybe, or you just stop at a red light. But you've incurred a massive amount of risk. So when you start doing things like that, you risk in turn, obviously, like, you can die, like you can get hit or whatever as a driver. It's super dangerous. Oh, I don't know what is going on here. Why do these guys stop? This is T785706. I'm telling him he's in a bike lane. Hey buddy, you're in a bike lane. You're in a bike lane, so go out of the bike lane. Yeah, you're good. Thank you. You good? Okay, out of the bike lane. Oh, and then he's pulling a U-turn. So you did 2 illegal things, my man. I don't normally confront drivers. I don't like doing that. I just feel like that one, I am not the kind of person that does that. I am not a Sean Avery or some of these wonderful people on Twitter who, oh man, look at that, he's got his 2 children on the back of his electric bike. So yeah, so you can see, like, I'm stopped, but I do not blame any of these people. I blame this guy. He's intersection bullying. He's like still creeping through the intersection. Like, why are you doing that, man? You get a ticket for that. I personally, I am not above going through a red light, particularly on a when you're against, you know, on the side of a road like this where there's no through traffic. You can clearly see there's no pedestrians. There's nothing. It's really not a problem, but you can get a ticket for it. And you know, there's perception issues, right? So you're in an area, dude, bike lane. You're in the bike lane. Cutting over the bike lane, buddy. You're also in the bike lane. This taxi's in the bike lane. Everyone's in the fucking bike lane. Everyone's in the bike lane. God damn. You wonder why I have my War on Cars bumper sticker on my helmet. Actually, no, I don't think anybody wonders why. Because I really don't like all these cars in the city. And you can see why. I'm not biking that fast. I don't bike aggressively. You can see I'm stopping at lights. I mean, here, I caught up to this guy. I caught up to that guy. I caught up to both these people who went through the red light. I recognize that there's really no rush. You know, I mean, there's a rush, but you don't have to. Wow, this guy's door blocks the entire door zone. Way to go. That's impressive that you have a car that is so anti-bike, that is so bike unfriendly. unaware that he's in a bike lane. Let's see. More concerned about his car. I don't blame him. We're at 89th Street here, so not bad. Let's see, what kind of car is this? It's a Mercedes. Of course it is. And now we come up this awful non-infrastructure here. Let's take a 4-lane road and paint a line next to it and call it a bike lane. And then act surprised when we see, wow, this guy. New Jersey plates over there. He's got the temporary paper New Jersey plates. You see a lot of those. I saw Streetsblog did an article about that. That basically there was like these like dealers, you know, car dealers, who just had all these extra license plates. They thought that basically it was like one of them, that they were just like one license. Oh my God, look at this. Awesome. Yeah, no, thank you.
Hello?
It's a bike lane, man.
I'm trying.
It's a bike lane. She's trying to get in. You have to stop outside the bike lane.
Okay, I didn't see you. Okay, I parked the car. Look, I parked the car. I didn't see you.
I know,
When you
I know.
come and boom, boom,
No,
that's
I
not
just
it.
knocked to get your attention. You shouldn't cut into the
know,
bike
but
lane.
you
Assume
shouldn't.
that there's always somebody,
I know.
right?
Yeah,
It's fine.
yeah,
Just assume that somebody is
yeah,
there.
but don't.
Otherwise you kill people. Like, that's what'll happen.
No, you not hit me. I'm not.
I didn't hit you. No, I just came over to get your attention.
On that whole
I don't see anything.
Come on out and look for it.
That's very rude of you. Don't do that.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. It's rude of me. But look at where your tire is. Your tire is literally on.
Let me get back here. This is a bike lane, guys. You're not supposed to be in it.
Well, that was a fun interaction. I did knock his window. That's true. It probably sounded a lot more threatening. But when you consider, like, what is rude, being rude is taking your car, saying, I didn't see you, coming straight into the lane, and
Gotta make some noise. Gotta be seen. Gotta be heard.
yeah,
What's going on? Oh, I can't wait till they make it all a bike lane.
yeah, I know, right? Oh man,
I drive too, but I don't care.
yeah. Have a good one, man. You too. Oh, so this is all, oh man, this is really unsafe. This is terrifying here. Oh, so now I gotta ride on this mill street. Holy shit. All right, I gotta get off this street here. I'll get off at the next lane here. Whoa, look at this. Look at the dust that it kicks up over here. I don't know if there's any better here. Wow. Well, I did not realize that I was going to hit this stuff. I guess I should have, because I knew it was going to be milled. I guess I just assumed that it wasn't going to be as kind of all the way up. Wow, so 96, I think, to 110. Oy. yeah, it's pretty terrible to ride on a milled street at night. You literally, you'll die. You can't see where all the grooves and stuff are, where the potholes. I mean, it exposes everything. It makes one mess of a pothole. This ain't that much better, but it's definitely more well lit, clear, and no lights. So, you know, I mean, no traffic lights. It's not like that there was that guy. He's like, you gotta make noise. You gotta let everybody know that you're there. You need an air horn. You need a truck air horn. But wow, I mean, I just knocked on that guy's window and he's like, you're rude, get out of here, basically. And I'm like, but you're rude for, you know, almost killing me on like by I'm like, but your wheel is literally in the bike lane. Your wheel is literally on the arrow that signifies that it's a bike lane. Your car is in there. Even if you don't see it, it doesn't matter. It's illegal. You should assume that there is always a cyclist in a bike lane. That's where they are. You would never just cut across traffic without looking. And then within seconds, there's a second cyclist that came up. Let's see. Wow, this is pretty awful. Oh, this guy's just running. Oh man. Let me go ahead here. All right, all right. Hey, and people blocking the bike lane. We got Jersey and FWL 8853, New York. Yeah, this guy pulling a U-turn. Oh my God. This guy right up here just pulled basically a high-speed U-turn. Let me get his plate. This is GM H4582. We got more of these. Let me see this guy's plate. This New Jersey, call it like a faux plate here. What is it? 458158R. Goes on 2 phones. Smoking a cigarette. Hanging out here. Definitely not paying attention to what's going on. Dude, this guy is literally straight up on his phone. Wow, this guy, what is he doing? You're also in the bike lane. Thank you. Wow. All these people should be given tickets immediately. I don't understand how cops just ignore all of this and then also park on the bike lane. This guy's gonna speed right next to me. He's an asshole. This guy's in the bike lane. I realize most of this trip is just me cursing at people in the bike lane. But all this should be protected. Should all be protected bike lanes. Hey, look, another car in the bike lane. Let's see which car this is. This is T715857. Not in the car. Probably getting Chinese food or something. Because God forbid you park outside the bike lane. Cool. Anyway, thanks for watching. This was fun. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.